Well, hello. It's Bethany Drew here from Valparaiso, Indiana with Stampin' Up. And we are going to have some frightfully cute fun today. And we're also going to look at the alcohol ink technique. I've been wanting to show you this for a while. I'll just show you a couple examples, and we'll put together some cards using some of the options that we have for Halloween stuff. So I know not everybody gets into Halloween stuff. That's why I've tried to show you even some fall. Like I love the leaves and pumpkins even more than Halloween, but even in some of the Halloween sets, there are things that you can use beyond just Halloween. I know that's only one day. So even some of the designer paper and stuff, I'll show you. There's just fun patterns, and then you can use them for so much more than just the one holiday. So we're going to have some fun with that today. And if you noticed, I got like, I think 4 inches cut off of my hair. So my hairs are all a little bit shorter. That was just a side note completely. Maybe a distraction to make you look at my hair and not my face. Anyhow, I am going to we'll just get started. I'm going to show you some of the fun of using some of your Halloween stuff. And those of you who really do love Halloween, make sure you let me know. If you watch this, just let me know I'm a Halloween lover, because I would like to send out Halloween cards to those of you who really have fun with the season. So, and because I have a couple of the sets, I might as well use them and send some Halloween hugs to people. So you let me know if you'd like a Halloween card and I'll send you one. So just got to make sure I have your address. Yeah, so let me turn it around and let's have some fun today. Watch out, close your eyes. I did want to remind everyone tonight is the last night to RSVP. If you live near me, and you can come to my Stamp-A-Stack fall class. So just a reminder. Thank you for those of you who have already RSVP'd to come. I'm looking forward to watching you have fun with me. You will make 8 cards. Again, if you would like to see, the bonus of coming to my house is I have all the dyes, I have all the ink, all the colors, everything you need. I can cut stuff out for you, but I cannot stamp for you. But for those who are long distance, I could still pre-cut pieces and send it to you. You would pay shipping on top of the price for the cards, and then you just would have to be using your own ink and your own dyes. So sometimes that doesn't work as well, especially when I'm using so many different dyes. So you're making 2 of the leaf card, 2 pumpkin cards. You'll make this is the only one where you're not making 2 of the exact same design. In fact, I haven't completed it yet because it's been so busy. Hey, Teresa. But I will show you. Literally just yesterday, I cut out this piece. This is so fun. It's a Christmas set, but we're gonna color it so it looks a little bit more fall colors. And that will be a pretty wreath, and we'll still use that same saying, the changing of the leaves reminds us that the new wonders are just around the corner, and we'll stamp that in there. So we'll use the same stamp set, but it's gonna look very different. So you'll make one of these, and you'll get to see how cool it is. Our embossing folder that cuts and embosses. Well, I shouldn't say that. The embossing folder doesn't cut, but the die actually fits in that embossing folder, in the one card that you'll use. If I can find the folder, here it is. I'll show you what I mean real quick. So this is a special 3D embossing folder that is a hybrid. Now we just have this one, and we have one other where the die that cuts it out actually fits right into there. So it fits into some grooves, and then I would put my paper over, and a little bit diagonal is how it fits on there perfectly. So that's a card front size, and then you would just close it up, and then you run it through the embossing and die cutting machine, and it will cut that out, and so your die will cut it out, but then it will come out embossed like what I just showed you, like this, which is super cool. Isn't that? I love our embossing folders, and then that just adds another element of wow. And then this set comes with a die that matches right inside that frame, which is really cool. And then this is the last design. So you'll get to make 2 of these, and I'll have like 3 different color combos that you can use. This is a little bit deeper kind of sunset look, and a little bit brighter one that just says celebrate you with the pretty die leaves. Okay, so that's the fall card class. If you can't make it, or you're just so busy in the fall, in October, so next month, watch soon, I'm going to have some details coming up about my holiday craft retreat, which will be kind of like an all-day Saturday event to make Christmas stuff. That is a fun one you won't want to miss. But again, tonight is the last night to RSVP for my Stamp-A-Stack fall card class, because this Saturday is the first day I'm beginning. I've got a couple people coming Saturday, got a few people coming Monday. I don't know if I have anyone even Tuesday, so I've got plenty of openings. So please let me know by tonight. There's plenty of open spots. If you would like one more spot, we can figure out a time. And Tuesday is that day I'm open from 12, so noon, after my Bible study's over, until 8 p.m. So anyone who's working, I'm hoping I can get a few people who are working to come on that Tuesday. So I need at least a few days notice to make sure I get everything pre-cut. So by tonight would be the best. If you were not going to come till Tuesday, I would need to know at least by Friday or Saturday. Okay? So other than that, I'm going to show you a few things from the holiday catalog. I know last week, I can't remember what I showed you last week. Because I don't want to jump right to Christmas, because we're going to do a lot of Christmas, and I have so much Christmas stuff to show you because it's amazing. But in our fall category stuff, cute Halloween. Okay, so Halloween stuff starts here. So I've gotten kind of an eclectic, because I don't make a ton of Halloween cards, like I said. In this suite, I did pick out I love the black and white ribbon, because again, you can use that for way more than just Halloween. Black and white gingham ribbon, I picked that out. I did break down and get this cute Halloween, because I'll show you again closer up both sides. You can totally use this for more than Halloween as well. One side is definitely more Halloween, but the other side is really basic patterns that you could use for whatever. So I did not get this punch and stamp set. And some of those images actually match with the punch. So if you really love the matching stuff, you may want at least the punch, because the designer paper matches with that. Or you can just fussy cut stuff, which is probably what I'll end up doing. I did break down and get this one too, this frightfully cute bundle. Again, the dies always get me, darn it, because I think I loved the little spider web and the extra little tree, even the little gate. And some of these sayings are just so cute. Less trickin', more treatin', which way to the candy, you're so sweet, it's scary, battery for you, happy Halloween, frightfully cute. And there's another die too, a little witch's hat, and I thought I could add that to the sheep that we could get for celebration, the bear, and some of the other animals, the pig even. You can add those to any of your animal stamp sets. You could add a little witch and then make it a Halloween card. And I already did a video on the little cute cat, clever cats one too. So those are your Halloween options. I did get more Halloween stuff this year than I normally do. But then I also do some scrapbook pages, so I can use some of this to scrapbook when I get pictures of my boys for Halloween. So I don't even have a whole lot of finished cards to show you. We're just going to play. We're going to play with these sets. I do want to show you this. So what is that? Halloween. I just said the name of it, but can't remember what the paper's called. Oh, it's just cute Halloween. That makes sense. Cute Halloween paper. So let me just show you all the designs of this paper. Hi, honey. So you've got the pumpkins and the cats, and then this is awesome. Black and white, just stripes. You can use that for anything. Then it's got these cute ghosts, and I'll show you a few projects with this because this design, I'll even just bring over, I've got it on a stamp case here, but I've already just fussy cut some of these ghosts out. So I just cut out a full page of them and the little houses. I didn't finish cutting all of them, but that's something you can either use it as a background or you can cut them out. And the other side has like boo in different fonts all over the place. Boo, cute. So both of those are more Halloween. That's the black and white stripes. I love these two. So we've got little polka dots. Again, you could use that for any kind of birthday. I'm thinking these could be cute with the penguins. And then black and white candy that you could even use outside of Halloween. So love polka dots. This cute piece has these cute little bats and pumpkins, and then it's just got a like antiqued, distressed black side, which could be used for whatever too. Then there's orange and black stripes. Still could be used for anything. Black and white polka dots, awesome. So I'm loving these patterns. You really could use them for lots of different things. Here's some skulls and the little headstones, and then gray and white stripes. So those are fun. I actually might cut out some of those for one of my cards. So I'll leave that close to me. Now, alcohol ink. Sorry, guys. I might sound like I'm all over the place, and I might be. You know, I think, oh, now that my kids are out of school, I'm going to have all this time, and I really don't. Darn life. Did laundry this morning, and I met with possibly the new candidate for, well, I did meet with the candidate for who might possibly be our new head pastor for our church. And then I talked to my mama for a while, so I was at church a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. My husband's trying to prepare and get ready to go on a camping trip, so it's just been busy, busy, busy. But I did want to show you what's inspired many of us Stampin' Up! Demonstrators is, I don't know if you remember me showing you this a long time ago, but this is in the annual catalog. It's the artistically inked designer paper, and it's so gorgeous. But you know, our Stampin' Up! Company actually has teams of people who paint or actually create these images, and then they print it up as designer paper. And so one of our artists did some alcohol ink stuff. They took pictures of it, and that became our designer paper. And they added some of the gold flecks in there, and it's just so beautiful. Love this. So people have started actually trying to recreate this artistically inked by using the alcohol technique, and I'm going to show you it today. And it always turns out a little bit different. That's the fun about art. So let me show you. I didn't even finish any cards, so excuse me for just the random ideas and thoughts here. But this one I was going to just put possibly a happy birthday, just winter, because I used an embossing folder, put some of my blends markers on it, and then drop some alcohol over the top of it. Now when you just look at the vellum, so this is over vellum paper, it doesn't look as brilliant, but then when you put it over white paper, so usually whatever you do when you're doing on the vellum, you might need a white background to make it pop. This, you could add anything over. It's kind of fallish colors, so I was thinking about adding some of my leaf dyes over this one and making this a fall card. I'm gonna just keep using this white piece to show you. So this one I tried to do some roses that looked kind of like our paper, and I just did this with, what color is that? This might be the Cherry Cobbler blends, a deeper red. So I tried to make some roses. Here, I tried to make kind of like a heart shape, and it didn't turn out as well as I thought, but you could still use that. I could pretend that I didn't want it to be hard. But just use it as a background and have a cutout die or something on there, and then a stamped image. They just really can be fun backgrounds. Now this one looks like hardly anything, but again, you put it over the white background, and they could just be fun backgrounds. And then you don't have to do a whole lot of stamping because you're just making this fun background. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple different ways to make some of these patterns. So I'm going to do one kind of like this, and then I'm going to also show you one that I'm going to make a Halloween card out of. All right, so I'll show you the pattern. Oh, I've already taped this down. So I'm going to show you this kind of, I don't know if I should call it spooky or what, kind of sunset. Now I did the exact same thing with this one, so exact same colors, and I felt like the same thing. Now I've got some pre-cut pieces already that I'm going to add to this card later. But I did about the same thing with this paper too. And this one, I think I just added more alcohol. And so it ended up blending a lot more. And I'm not sure which one I like better. I don't know. But so that's where I say it turns out different every time. So when I do it again, you're just going to see. It just depends on how much alcohol you're dripping onto the paper. Some people use different modes of getting the alcohol on your vellum. Now, before I even start, I did want to share with you, I found this alcohol on Amazon, and you want 90% alcohol or above, and this is isopropyl alcohol. It does make a difference, guys, because I tried when I watched somebody do like a YouTube video on the alcohol ink technique, and then I tried it, but I had this, I was like, I'll just try this. I've got this big thing of alcohol that I've used for other stuff, like in my spritzer. But this is 70% alcohol, and my vellum paper just curled up, warped, and it did not work very well. So I will tell you, it is very important that if you want to try this technique, you get, and this one I was on Amazon, I was able to find 99% the isopropyl alcohol. You do want to make sure it's 90% or above alcohol content, because then it helps these blends markers just, because the blends markers are alcohol based, you want a strong percentage of alcohol. Hopefully that'll make sense. All right, so with this one, I'm going to show you just exactly what, so same colors that I used for the one that I'm going to show you, but this one, we're just going to set aside to dry. Now I'm going to leave this kind of bigger than a normal front of the card so I can trim it down. But I am using, I think this is polished pink. So you could use any of your pinks. And I'm going to start with the light. And so I'm just going all the way across the vellum. Now I'll probably end up covering the bottom like I'll show you in the card I'm going to make. So I'm doing light, then the dark polished pink. Again, these are our alcohol blends markers. They are awesome. I've shown them to you more with just coloring in like outlined image stamps. They're awesome for coloring. I love them because they're bright and bold. Then we want our Misty Moonlight. So this is the light Misty Moonlight, which almost has a purplish hue, the light one, a purplish gray. And I'm just going back and forth here. And then we'll do the dark one. And then this is black. So I'll do the light basic black blends marker. And then pretty soon you get to see the beauty and the fun of what the alcohol does to it. Okay, then the black. There. All right. Now, I've seen people use just regular brushes, so any kind of watercolor brush. I like that I can just refill the end of this brush. So this is one I specifically am keeping over next to my blends, so I know that this is my alcohol one, because the rest of my aqua painters and stuff, I have water in them. So this one I will always keep just my alcohol in it. Okay, now I'm squeezing the handle till it gets really wet and almost drips. And I'm just sprinkling drops of the alcohol onto the paper. You can sprinkle as much as you want. This is where if you put a ton on, then it just starts blending. I kind of like the bubbly look. If I drop a little bit more in the centers of some of them, it'll just keep getting lighter because the alcohol is lifting the ink from the blends markers there. So if you don't want it to spread too much, I would just keep it straightforward and not move it around too much because it will dry. If you want it to blend a little bit more, you could pick it up, blow it around. I've seen some people use straws to blow it. Now if I just take my breath and blow, I can spread it out just a little bit. I'm just kind of finding places that haven't gotten touched at all. And isn't that fun? Now alcohol dries pretty fast. And I'll just wipe off my aqua painter too till it goes clear. And this is why I'm bringing out the other piece to actually show the card, because I'll let this sit and dry for a little bit. It doesn't take too long, again, because the alcohol will really soak up and dry. But sometimes, depending on how much of the alcohol you've actually put on, you might want to put like a stamped case over it just to make sure it doesn't warp too much. It shouldn't. Our vellum should take it, but isn't that cool? Doesn't that make a fun background? So that's just using like stripes of color and then blending over. Now, I'll take my same scrap and let's just do some different colors here. So maybe I'll actually use still some pinks and the blues and not black this time. And we'll add in a pop of, I don't know, yellow? For just a different color combo. Now this one, I'm gonna do kind of splotches all over. So I'll do the light pink in a couple different places, dark pink, around it, maybe in this corner too. So this is where there is no rhyme or reason to, let me use the other side here. It is helpful to use the biggest brush size. I'm not going to blend over too much. Once you get the alcohol ink, it'll blend it. We'll just do that all together. And even as you let it dry, you can actually add more to add more depth if you want to add more in there after it dries a little. So I'm telling you, I feel like I'm pretty baby brand new at this, but I've had fun playing with it. So you may have to make a few that you end up throwing away and are just like, oh, well, tried that and that didn't really work well. But here, I'm not putting any thought into where I'm putting these colors right now. It's just, yeah. And then we'll get my brush out and I'm squeezing and we're just dropping. Now, again, I feel like I like the dropping of the color and it being like round, bubbly look. Some people smear it and kind of blend it a little bit more. And that is totally up to you. And like I said, some people will pick it up and take a straw and blow. I'm just blowing it with my breath even, and that you can see it kind of starts bleeding it a little. I like it to have a little bit of vein look to it too. So I don't touch it too much. You can keep adding some dots if you want to keep lightening up some certain spots. So the more you add, the lighter it will get. So if you add more in the centers of them, that'll kind of brighten and lighten up those spots. Because again, it's just removing some of the color and the texture of that. So I'm just blowing on it slightly, one, to help it dry, and I don't want it to move too much. But it almost looks, I don't know, like a fun tie-dye background, doesn't it? Yeah, isn't it pretty, Deb? It's fun. I've really had fun with it. And then, if I get that white piece of paper that I had somewhere. Where did I have it? Here it is. You put that on there, and isn't it so pretty? And you could add any of your die cut leaves or die cut heart, or put a big die cut tree even over that, and then just a sentiment. And so just a really fun, pretty background. You could cut them up in pieces and use them as just like a little strip. So there's a lot of different ways you can use this. This technique is fun. Yeah, isn't that fun? So look how, I mean, they're all different, but here was some Calypso Coral, Pretty Peacock, Old Olive, and I think that was Mango Melody. And then this one is Polished Pink, Misty Moonlight, and my, what was this, Daffodil, no, this is the Mango Melody Light. And is that fun? Yes, you must try it. It is a fun technique. And the more you play with it, the more, I don't know, confidence, I guess, you have. Just using it and just trusting that however it comes out, it's going to be fun. So let's look at this one. This one, and I'll show you again. here's the one that I just showed you, and I could trim that down to be the front of card. And see, they all turn out just a little bit different. This one looks quite a bit like that one, so very similar. And then this is one of the first ones I did, and I used a lot more alcohol on it, and so it bled a little bit more. You know, so that's where if you like this more blotchy look, you just want to make sure it's not bleeding too much, and you don't want to use too much. If you use a little bit more, and then this one I actually even tipped it one way and they kind of bled into each other. But this can look fun, or this looks pretty too. Again, no one has the other thing to compare it to when you make someone a card. But let's have some fun with this. And I'm gonna pop up, so I used our basic borders. So that was this die that is just a general curve, and I just tilted it to the side so I could get it to look a little bit more like a kind of a cemetery hill. And we'll make it look more like that as we go here. So I'm gonna pop this up with dimensionals. And I'm just gonna put a couple because I might wanna pop some things underneath that, like a couple of my trees. So this is just one of our grays. So I'm gonna pop that hill up in gray. And then it's just funny how adding just some different elements. So these are from, they match with the Frightfully Cute stamp set. And these are the dies that you get with here. So there's a big, like a spider web, this tree, and the little gate I'm gonna use are from here too. So there are some cute dies that come with the set. And let me find some glue dots. Glue dots are perfect for all of these trees. I'm just gonna put one glue dot underneath this one because I'm gonna tuck him underneath over here. I cut out 3 trees thinking I probably want at least 3 trees. Gonna put one at the base of the tree, so I'm putting 2 glue dots on the trees that will be on the outside here. Let's see. Put that one there. These are the little kind of gate fences, which is kind of fun. Another, let's see, should I put that under? Tucking stuff under is always lovely because then I don't have to worry about my glue dot sticking out. I'm just putting it in 2 places and I don't even have to worry about it. Make that go a little bit crooked. Now these I will make sure I tuck in a little bit. I'm just putting one on each side of the banister of the gate on these. And when you get a glue dot on, sometimes you might need to just push it around a little bit so it won't stick to your envelope. Let's see. I do want to make sure, where's my stamp set? Happy Halloween to you. Okay, good. Now I probably should have stamped that first. I wasn't thinking, was I? We'll see how I do. Because I have a dimensional under there. It's not quite as even. See if I just stamp on it light, if I can get that to go. Not awesome, but I do have a black Stampin' Right marker. Thank you for the Stampin' Right markers. So then I can trace over what didn't come out right. It came out pretty light just because the pressure's different. Learn from my mistake, stamp first when you're going to pop up an element. But that helped. Just fill that in a little with my Stampin' Right marker. Happy Halloween to you. And then I said I was going to save this paper out here because this is cute. I think I'm going to use a couple of these headstones. Actually, maybe I'll use 3. 2 of them full, and the one that comes off the edge, I'll tuck that one underneath. Okay, so these, I'm just gonna fussy cut them out. These little headstones. There's one. This is the one that is cut off at the bottom, but I'm still going to use it because I can tuck it behind my hill. And then no one will know that this started off as a partial. See all those tricks here? So we'll pop these up with dimensionals. Put that one there. That one there. And we'll put one more. I know some of you are like, what? Fussy cut? No. It's really not too bad. Especially if you have these paper snips. I'm telling you. I really, when I try to fussy cut with just my regular scissors, it never turns out as well. And I'm like, I should have gotten my paper snips. I'm just gonna put a glue dot on the back of that one. Let's see, we'll put that up on maybe down here. And it's already starting to look like a Halloween card, isn't it? Maybe you didn't think of that at first when you saw those colors, but now it's coming together, isn't it? And I haven't even put all my stickers on yet. On my, oh, I already have those out. Here we go. All right, so we've got the witch and I've got a moon. I think I'm gonna stamp the moon in a yellow. And this one does match with the die, but I'm gonna see if it matches with a punch. 'Cause sometimes punches are just faster. So we'll see. What does that look like? About a 1 inch? Here's my 1 3/8. Ooh, yes, 1 3/8 is perfect. Okay, so 1 3/8 pin punch actually fits perfectly around the moon too. But if you don't have that punch, if you have the dies, this circle die will fit right around it. Matches it perfectly too. So let's see, we'll have the moon up there somewhere, and I'll stamp the witch in just black. I'm pretty sure there's a die that cuts her out. Maybe not. stamp her down. And, oh wait, I didn't add my third tree. Where should I put my third tree? Should I put another one back here, or? I don't know, is 3 trees too much? Is 2 trees okay? I think 2 trees is actually fine. Tell me, hey Melissa! Thanks for joining me. All right, so I don't see a die for the witch, but that's okay. You know, I just cut out all those gravestones. We can cut out the witch, no problem. If you wanted to stamp directly on the vellum, I would say you probably need to stamp with, we do have a StazOn black that you could probably use to stamp on the vellum. The Memento Pad black would probably rub off of the vellum, which is why I wanted to add a stamped witch. And I can make her pop up too when I stamp her, not right directly on the vellum. Oh, I cannot believe it's already the middle of September. Can you guys believe it? Time is just flying by. And I think I shared with you guys last week, but my husband is now a half of a century old. Maybe he doesn't want me bragging on that, but that's kind of crazy to me. Now, mind you, he's 6 years older than I am, just so you know. I'm still a ways away from that, but getting closer every day. One day at a time, right? Enjoy it while we have it. Okay, so I think I'll put her somewhat over the moon, but we'll pop both those elements up with dimensionals. Are you shocked? I love dimensionals. They're just so much fun. All right, so the moon will go there. I think I can fit a full dimensional right in the center of her. There we go. At least get her broom over. There. There we go. How fun is that? And a happy Halloween to you. So remember, October 31st, you may want to send Halloween cards. If you are sending out Halloween cards by like October 22nd or so, try to send them out a week early, especially with, I don't know, mail doesn't always seem to be on time for me, if you experience that. So much fun, so cute. And like I said, Halloween is not my favorite. My boys really love it because of the candy. Christmas is still definitely my favorite holiday, by far. But Halloween can be fun. All right, now let's use a basic black as a background. And Deb, you've made me some cute Halloween cards. I'll have to send you a Halloween card. I was saying earlier, if you want me to send you a Halloween card, please let me know. Because I really don't send out a ton of Halloween cards. But now that I've got all this cute Halloween paper and stuff, just let me know. All right, I'm going to trim this down. See, this is the black side, so I'm going to use this. And I'm going to trim this down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. So right in the front of a card here. Yes.
Could I have a bowl of tomatoes?
A bowl of what?
Tomatoes.
Sure.
Okay.
My 7th grader asking me if he can have a bowl of tomatoes. Yeah. Silly question. He's pretty much the only one who eats the tomatoes like candy. I'll snack on them. We have we grew regular tomatoes in our garden, but we also got the grape tomatoes. I do like the grape tomatoes. They are a nice little snack. And it's like, you never really need to ask me about snacking on the veggies. Eat those as much as you want. Isn't that cute? I just feel like when you use this paper, you don't have to add a whole lot to your card. It's hard to even know what to cover up because they're all so cute, but you'll see them again. Now this, because I've cut out a bunch of I almost called them snowmen, the ghosts from the one design. I thought I would just add a sentiment here and then just leave it at that, because why not, right? But where did I put the stamp set? That is key. Oh, here it is. Okay. I thought You're So Sweet It's Scary is a cute sentiment. Oh, did I already put it out there? Maybe I did. Now, where is the question? You're so sweet, it's scary. Oh, there we go. All right. I'll just take the witch off. Stick on my You're So Sweet It's Scary. And maybe I'll stamp it in Highland Heather. That is one of the colors in the paper. And the ghost is outlined in the Highland Heather, so I'll just use that purple because purple is a sweet color. I'm not putting it directly in the center. I'm putting it off to the side so I can put the ghost over that too. All right, so this I just punched out a white circle with my 2-inch circle punch. Or maybe that's my little over 2-inch punch. Then all I'm going to do is add this little guy here. So if you want super simple, like that was more in depth using the dies and everything, but if you just want to make some simple, easy, fast cards, look how fast and easy that was. That was a lot faster. Just cut out that little ghost, added You're So Sweet It's Scary on top of designer paper, and voila. Now you probably, if you've got black card base, you'll want to put a white on the inside, since nothing you stamp or write is going to show up in black. Okay, so a lot quicker, still really cute. The alcohol ink is just a fun little background technique that I hope I'll show you some more cards that I make with it, but you can use that with all kinds of your dies and stuff. Let's do another one with black. Again, just trying to show you some fun, quick ways to make some cards, but I don't know about you, but I like making my cards all look a little bit different. I'm not a huge fan of sending, like my Christmas cards, when I send them out to you guys, if you say, oh, your card was so beautiful, usually I don't really remember what I sent to you because I make all different kinds of cards. Like, goodness, I really do send out tons of different Christmas cards that I've made. Because it's really hard for me to just sit down and crank out 50 cards or whatever of the same design. I do like making them different. All right, so this is, if you can see, this is the same pattern. So I'm just showing you different ways to use your designer paper. So this one, I literally just cut it the size to be the front of a card. This one, I cut it and I'm using the other side just as for little edges. So this is just one more little step, but it's not too big of a deal. You're using the same kind of amount of paper. I trimmed 2 little sides off. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm leaving kind of the same amount of space on the top and the bottom. And that can be fixed if it's not perfectly even. Then I get in and do my thumb distressing. Put some adhesive. Again, when you use our seal, you want to keep it close to the bottom and then you pick it up quick and break off that seal. There are little tips and tricks to getting used to using our seal. It is different than the snail, but I personally really actually like it after I got used to it. Okay, so because it was a little uneven, I'm taking my fingernail and I'm just distressing all the way out. So I'm trying to get under my strip of color too. And I'm going to distress all the way down on the outside. Distressing the paper can also add an element of just you're lifting and making something else pop. Gives it a little bit more character rather than everything just laying flat. So I like distressing sometimes even if it were to look even. We'll even let it tear a little bit there. Just a little bit. Fun? All right, so that's just leaving a little side strip. And then this will go over it, over the top. And then I'm gonna put this actually underneath so it will bring out, because let's get, I'm gonna get orange out to match the orange and black stripes of my blends. Let's see. I'm kind of doing some pumpkin. I think this is, yeah, the dark pumpkin. And just a little bit of Cajun craze in there too. When they're similar colors, you can kind of overlap right there, but I'm just going, and it actually will look like kind of a pumpkin for a center, I guess. But I'm still gonna add, I'm squeezing my aqua painters, the handle. And I'm just gonna drop those colors. And I'm blowing on it just a little bit. Not too bad. And I'm gonna show you, so now I'm blowing back in. Once I see it starting to dry a little bit more, I'm gonna add some more pumpkin in there. So this is where you can keep kind of going back in. And I'm gonna add some more pumpkin pie towards the center. And then that time I did a little bit of it around the edge, so it's, and I might do it one more time. Let that dry again. This is where you can have so much fun doing, I don't know, whatever you want. I'm gonna put it around just a little more. Hi, buddy. Ooh, my elementary kids are home. All right, so that's like three layers. I'm gonna let that rinse out, the color. What, sweetie? So you can see, like, when you add layers, it actually, and then as you're dropping it, it'll actually look kind of tiered and layered. All right, and when I add the layer of white underneath, you know what? I think I want the strip of white to be the whole length of that card too. So I'm gonna make it different. Now that I'm doing it again, I wanna change that up a little. Now I just took out scrap paper, so this is thinner than my original strip. But I did want it to go all the way up and down my card. I'm going to distress the edges of this one too, so it kind of matches the distressed look. Just having white underneath, like I could leave it like this, I guess, but I kind of like the way the white strip makes it pop. Okay, so I'm distressing just the edges. Just putting one strip of adhesive. There. And then we'll put this over there. By the time we glue this one down, it should all be dry, and then I can add the add a little ghost on there too. Again, so helpful that maybe I don't want to. Okay, I did not realize that that was going to show up over the vellum the way it did. So in hindsight, you should probably glue over the white. Then it won't show up as much as over your designer paper. So I don't know. It is what it is. So I can add this little ghost to pop up on the side. And then I could add a bunch of these little houses, maybe. This is where we'll think creatively to try to cover up my adhesive. That one isn't as bad. I don't see that as much. This one will add, let's see, if I add 3 ghosts, there we go. See, there's always a way to color. Hey, Rachel, you're gonna have to watch the replay because I'm using some of the stuff that you've got for your Halloween stuff. Okay, so trying to cover up because I can totally see the adhesive on my card after I put that down. We're just gonna have some fun adding the different ghosts in different places. So actually, maybe I'll have the houses over here and I'll have that guy over here. So, like I was saying, always a way to fix stuff. Okay, so this little ghost will be there. We'll pop that little ghost. And this little ghost is so cute, holding his little pumpkin bag. And then we'll pop up these with little mini dimensionals. these little mini houses, and that was on the same design as the little ghosts, were these little houses too. And I was like, well, I'm going to use those too. And I'm so glad I did cut them out because they're perfect for covering over my bloopers. See, watching me stamp, doesn't that make you guys just feel a little better? Don't throw away stuff when it doesn't turn out exactly how you want. You just tweak it a little bit and make it look a little different. There, we'll put a house down here too. And then almost all of my little adhesive is kind of covered up. So cute. So there was the alcohol ink plus the designer paper. So fun. This was probably the most simple one that I made, just with that designer paper in the back. That was probably the most intricate card I made here. I saw another example of a card that used, and this is a little bit different, but I love this little web, and I was gonna try to make a couple more cards, but I think time is out because I need to get my son ready for football. But I wanted to show you, this is the last month to get earn free stuff for Celebration. And isn't this bedazzling paper perfect for even just an extra? That's where I might actually use this sparkly one instead of the black one. I don't know. Or maybe because this was the most simple one that I did, maybe I could add the spark. Ooh, yeah. That's perfect, isn't it, girls? Oh my goodness. So exciting. A little mini dimensional fits right in the center of that web. I know, isn't it? The designer paper is really is thick and good quality. I love our designer paper. And this bedazzling paper, yes. But the dies still cut through it pretty well. Ooh, isn't that a perfect accent? That bedazzling, that just went from super simple to super cute. Oh my goodness. Anybody would want that one, right? So fun. Let's see. And this one, you could either emboss part of that if you wanted to step it up a little bit, or keep it super simple and just add the strips. So this, again, I'm using both sides. So I thought it would be fun. Let's see. I don't know. Should I use the bigger strip as the polka dots and the smaller, the black and white? Or do you like the bigger one, black and white, and the smaller polka dots? Which way do you guys like? I don't know. I think I like the big polka dots and the smaller black. I don't know. It's so hard to decide. Actually, I do like that better because then this black web will totally pop out more, won't it? See, you got to think about all the elements, right? All right. So we'll tape that down. So sorry if some of you later vote for the other way. Not gonna do it. And that I trimmed a little bit too long. That's okay. Quick fix. Trim that off. What, this, Teresa, this one looks like a fall tree to you? Or? So this is another simple way to use your designer paper. And again, this could be, so maybe you don't want to make any Halloween cards. Get out your designer paper, and these are a lot of different fun ways to use any of your designer paper. So here I'm just using a couple strips, but still using both sides. And then I'll add actually, maybe I will still put this through a folder. Which folder? I'm not sure. Which one should I use? I think I do like the polka dots here. The orange ghost one. Oh, what I did it does kind of look like a fall tree. You were right, Teresa. Or like a leaf or something. I got you now. All right, I'm gonna put half of my card front through my polka dot embossing folder here. So I'm gonna run that through the Big Shot. And you just have to make sure you have the right layers. How fun is that? Now it's got polka dots on it. And it's even over a little bit over the designer paper. That's kind of harder to see, but it's still fun. But you can see it on the other side there. So that's just a way to step it up if you do have a die cutting machine. Adding a little bit of embossed is a very fun thing. And then again, pop up your little ghost with some dimension. And then I could probably put a little Halloween sentiment down here somewhere because I forgot I was gonna stamp it before I embossed, but I didn't. Now I'll just have to pop it up, which is fine. Again, pretty cute, simple elements, yet one more fun thing to add if you want to add, like I just, added that little bedazzling web, is also to add maybe some ribbon. So that ribbon that I showed you, the gingham ribbon. Let's get a piece of that. All right, so I'm just gonna make a little bow with the gingham ribbon. Hang on. Start over. This black and white gingham ribbon is so cute. Love it. Love, love, love it. I think you're using the gingham ribbon in one of my cards. Aren't you? Maybe? Yes. Yes, in my fall card class, you're using the gingham ribbon on top of the pumpkin. It is cute. All right, then you can just trim off the edges. I don't need that paper anymore. Put a glue dot on the back of my ribbon. Right on the knot. And let's see where to put the ribbon. We put right in the center of the web. And isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Love it. And these little, like this ribbon is not too thick. You can add that on there and it will still mail just fine. I'm hoping stuff with dimension like that will still mail just fine. So did you like that today? Frightfully cute. There are a lot of fun, different combos of ways that you can make a few. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yes, I got my nails done kind of fallish too. So they kind of match with the Halloween theme here. I figured, I know there's quite a few of you who really love doing the Halloween stuff. And again, there's a few of you that I know are scrapbookers, and I'm a scrapbooker too. So this is stuff that I can use for more than just cards. And I do like to send, like if any of you are parents and you like treating your teachers, please, please, especially last year and this year, I tried to send so many notes and cards and even little gifts like lotions and, the hand sanitizer and stuff. Gift cards every once in a while. After my kids were quarantined for 2 weeks too, I sent a little Starbucks gift card and a card to Sam's kindergarten teacher because she was sweet enough to Zoom meet with him. Our teachers really deserve way more than they get, right? They don't get paid overtime. So we as parents can really dote on them. So around any holiday, and it doesn't have to be the holidays, just send your teachers thank you notes anytime you want. But these are some cute ideas, fast ideas that you could, make these. I know, Rachel, you work at the hospital. You could give a few to like just receptionist people or different people at the hospital. In fact, I've been half tempted to send some just thank you cards and just bring them to the hospital in different places to just say thank you. But notes and cards, words of encouragement, we all could use a little bit more of that these days, right? So I hope you liked my examples. I was going to try, I just have run out of time. I might actually do an additional, like a bonus live this weekend sometime. I don't know exactly the times of when I have people coming over for class, but I might, maybe even Sunday sometime. No, not Sunday. My Sunday's already gotten busy. But Saturday sometime when I know all the people who are coming to class, I might take a 45-minute and do a bonus live because I really want to show you guys how cute the sheep stamp set is that you can earn from Celebration. So remember, there is only a couple weeks left of Celebration. And with a $50 order, so anything that's a $50 order from the holiday catalog, you could order fall, Christmas, Halloween stuff. You can order anything from the annual catalog too. There's flowers and all kinds of stuff galore. But with a $50 order, this is just the time to like tack on, if you had a $30 worth of stuff you want, tack on $20 more so you can get like $15 worth of stuff for free with your order. It just makes sense. It's awesome. And when you order online using my website, so thedrewdaily.stampinup.net, the shipping doesn't change up until $6.95. So even if you just are placing a $25 order, you're still going to get charged $6.95 for shipping. So you might as well do a $50 order. You're still going to pay the same amount online for your shipping, $6.95. And see you, Teresa. Thanks for stopping by. And then you can still, in your order, get shipped directly to you some cute paper. This penguin paper is awesome. This beautifully penned, all black and white, awesome. I love it all. This peaceful prints, beautiful traditional Christmas colors. I mean, I've earned all of it for free and probably 3 times over. This cute little sheep set, I can't wait to show you some stuff with that. And that's where this weekend I might do a little bonus live. So just watch for details because I might do a little bonus something. Then for a $100 order, you can choose even this big set of dies that matches a stamp set in the annual. This Delicate Dahlias, I might throw a couple cards of that in there too in my bonus one. Just because time is running out, I cannot believe it. If you still want to do some kind of party or even virtual party before September runs out, if you get to sales of 300, which isn't too hard if you have a few 5 to 7 people join you online, you can earn this In Your Words free stamp set on top of all your free stuff, which is awesome. And it's got a lot of cute little sayings in there. So like, hope this card makes you smile, be who you were born to be, sending this card for no particular reason, I see you and you are wonderful, there's magic in every beginning, hope your day is fabulous and, or not fantastic, fabulous and fantastic all in one. And just a simple happy birthday. Life is full of ups and downs. Hold on tight. One that I will probably use a lot is your birthday came, your birthday went. Here's the card I should have sent. I send a lot of belated birthday cards, guys. I'll probably use that one plenty. So thank you for joining me today. Hope you got inspired. Rachel, I know you just got a lot of this paper and stuff. So hopefully some of that spurs you on to make a few fun Halloween treats. Or those of you who got that and have looked at alcohol ink technique, again, last reminder that you need at least 90% of the isopropyl alcohol. You can find this on Amazon. That's where I got these. So that is it for me today, guys. I might see you this weekend. Again, look for details. Or it might be next Wednesday again. Thanks everybody who stopped and watched me live. And thanks for those of you who are checking me out on the replay. Ask any questions. I look back and check to see what you've said. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And please, by tonight, if possible, RSVP for my fall card class. And I'd love to see more of you. I've got lots of spots open. So talk to you later. Bye.